The Sunbeam Tiger is a car that history often overlooks, but it deserves to be remembered as one of the most exciting alternatives to the iconic Shelby Cobra. When we think of 1960s V8 powered sports cars, names like the Corvette and Cobra easily dominate the conversation. These American legends earned their reputation through years of dominating the racetrack and captivating car enthusiasts with their bold styling and roaring engines. For a generation of drivers looking for speed and style, these cars represented a dramatic departure from the slower, more rounded designs of the 1950s. They embodied the spirit of a new era, performance-focused, daring, and built for those who wanted to live on the edge. However, this level of performance came with a hefty price tag, putting these cars out of reach for most buyers. That all began to change in 1964 with the arrival of the Sunbeam Tiger, a car that aimed to deliver Cobra-like performance at a more attainable price. The story of the Sunbeam Tiger begins in 1959 with the introduction of its predecessor, the Sunbeam Alpine. Built by the Roots Group in England, the Alpine was a stylish and compact roadster designed to balance performance, comfort, and daily drivability. This combination set it apart from many of its British competitors. The Alpine proved itself on the road and the racetrack, even winning the Thermal Efficiency Index at the 1961 Sierra Leone and Lyons-Mans. However, by the early 1960s, the Alpine began to lag behind rivals like MG and Triumph in terms of performance. Its 1,494 cubic centimeters four-cylinder engine couldn't keep up, so Roots began searching for a more powerful engine. The challenge was to find a power plant that could fit within the Alpine's tight engine bay without significantly increasing its weight or upsetting its balance. Roots initially considered developing an engine in-house, but ongoing labor disputes and the high cost of engineering a new engine forced them to explore outside options. One ambitious idea was to collaborate with Ferrari. Roots approached the Italian marque about using a Ferrari-built four-cylinder engine in the Alpine. While this would have added prestige to the car, thanks to the allure of a powered-by-Ferrari badge, Ferrari ultimately declined the offer. Around this time, Formula One driver Jack Brabham proposed an alternative, using Ford's new 260 cubic inch small-block V8 engine. This idea caught the attention of Roots competition manager, Norm Garrad, who discussed it with his son Ian, the company's U.S. sales manager. By 1962, Ian Garrad took the idea further by reaching out to a rising star in the performance world, Carroll Shelby. Fresh off the success of the Shelby Cobra, Shelby had experience cramming big V8s into small British sports cars. He, along with legendary test driver Ken Miles, was contracted to develop a prototype for the Alpine V8 swap project. This collaboration led to the creation of the Sunbeam Tiger. It was named after the powerful World War II fighter plane and would go on to deliver an exhilarating blend of British agility and American muscle. After exploring the idea of putting a Ford small-block V8 in the Sunbeam Alpine, Roots Group enlisted Ken Miles and Carroll Shelby to develop competing prototypes. Ken Miles received $800 for his efforts, while Shelby was paid a significant $10,000, a testament to his growing reputation after the success of the Shelby Cobra. Ultimately, Shelby's prototype, internally nicknamed the Thunderbolt, emerged as the winner. By 1964, under contract with Roots, Shelby completed the Sunbeam Tiger prototype, transforming the Alpine into a high-performance V8 powered roadster. The Tiger was designed for thrill seekers who wanted the speed of a sports car but at a more affordable price point. While it wasn't intended to be a full-fledged race car, the Tiger combined grand touring comfort with undeniable performance, offering drivers a Cobra-like experience without the Cobra's price tag. The initial reception from Roots executives was lukewarm. Many were skeptical about the Tiger's potential, particularly regarding its handling and performance. However, everything changed when they took the prototype for a spin. The raw power of the Ford 260 cubic inch small-block V8 left a lasting impression, and production was quickly approved. Roots placed an order for 3,426 Ford V8 engines, and in 1964, production began on the Sunbeam Tiger Mark I. The Mark I featured a 260 cubic inch small-block V8 producing 164 horsepower with an 8.8:1 compression ratio and a two-barrel carburetor. The modest carb setup left plenty of room for enthusiasts to modify the engine for increased performance. Paired with a T10 4-speed manual transmission and rack and pinion steering, the Tiger's upgrades made it a serious contender on the road. Other enhancements included a dual exhaust system routed through the frame rails, which not only saved space but also added a sporty growl. Despite the additional 400 pounds of curb weight over the Alpine, the Tiger tipped the scales at just 2,600 pounds. To address potential overheating issues from the more powerful V8, the Tiger's front grille was redesigned with a larger, Ferrari-esque egg crate opening for improved airflow. This tweak not only enhanced performance, but also gave the Tiger a more aggressive and sophisticated look. Carroll Shelby's involvement brought more than just a prototype. He helped design a range of performance options that could be offered through Los Angeles Tiger Options. These upgrades allowed customers to further enhance their Tigers using the highly tunable Ford V 8. Straight from the factory, the Mark I Tiger could hit 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.0 seconds and complete the quarter mile in 16 seconds. While not as fast as the Shelby Cobra, these numbers made the Tiger a serious player among 1960s sports cars, especially considering its lower price point. Beyond straight-line performance, the Tiger retained the Alpine's comfortable touring characteristics. It featured a well-appointed interior, complete with a wood-trimmed dashboard, full instrumentation, a telescoping steering wheel, and a center console. This blend of comfort and power made the Tiger as enjoyable for long drives on winding back roads as it was for spirited laps on the track. The Sunbeam Tiger in racing. Though not initially designed as a race car, the Tiger found its way into various motorsports events. In 1964, two modified Tigers competed in the 24 Hours of Le Mans, but unfortunately, neither car finished the race. The Tiger fared better in rallying, where its balance of power and durability shone. In 1965, the Sunbeam Tiger claimed victories in several prestigious European rallies, including the Geneva Rally, the Monte Carlo Rally, the Scottish Rally, the International Police Rally in Belgium. These successes cemented the Tiger's reputation as a capable competitor in motorsports, further boosting its appeal to enthusiasts. The Sunbeam Tiger was a groundbreaking car that bridged the gap between high-performance sports cars like the Cobra and more accessible, affordable models. It delivered thrilling performance while maintaining a touch of refinement, making it a unique proposition in the 1960s sports car market. With its blend of British engineering and American muscle, the Tiger carved out its own place in automotive history. However, its story doesn't end here. Stay tuned as we explore the evolution of the Tiger, its later versions, and the challenges it faced in the marketplace. The production run of the Sunbeam Tiger saw three distinct models: the Mark I, Mark IA, and the Mark II. The Mark I and Mark IA featured the original 260 cubic inch Ford V 8 with a two-barrel carburetor. These models were priced affordably at just $3,500, offering exceptional value for a high-performance sports car. By 1967, the final evolution of the Tiger, the Mark II, was introduced, boasting significant upgrades under the hood. The Mark II replaced the 260 V8 with a more powerful 289 cubic inch Ford V 8, delivering 210 horsepower. This model retained the two-barrel carburetor and featured a cast-iron intake manifold. The new power plant improved performance, giving the Mark II a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 7.5 seconds. The upgrades came with a slightly higher price tag of $3,846, but the increased power and the tunability of the 289 engine more than justified the cost. Enthusiasts found the 289 to be highly modifiable, with many owners easily extracting 300-plus horsepower through aftermarket upgrades. Despite its improvements, the Mark II marked the end of the Tiger's story. Financial troubles plagued Rootes Group in the latter half of the 1960s, forcing the company to seek a buyer. Initially, Rootes hoped to sell to another British automaker, but no deals materialized. Eventually, Chrysler acquired Rootes, but this created a significant conflict for the Sunbeam Tiger. Chrysler intended to replace the Ford V 8 with their own 273 cubic inch small block V8, but it became apparent that the engine simply wouldn't fit in the Tiger's compact engine bay. With no feasible replacement for the Ford V 8, production of the Sunbeam Tiger ceased, once the existing stock of Ford engines ran out. Between 1964 and 1967, approximately 7,000 Mark I and Mark IA Tigers were produced, alongside just 630 Mark II models. At the time, the Sunbeam Tiger was considered an affordable performance car, priced between $3,500 and $3,900. However, today, the Tiger has become a highly sought-after collector's item. A concourse-restored Tiger can command prices upwards of $190,000, making it a valuable find for anyone lucky enough to stumble upon one. For example, a barn-find Sunbeam Tiger could represent a golden opportunity for enthusiasts and restorers alike. Keep that $190,000 price tag in mind the next time you see one gathering dust. It might just be worth your attention. The Sunbeam Tiger was affectionately nicknamed the Poor Man's Cobra due to its similarities with Carroll Shelby's more famous creation. Both cars share a British sports car foundation and are powered by Ford V 8s. Shelby's involvement in engineering the Tiger further links the two cars. However, that's where most of the similarities end. While the Cobra was an outright performance monster, the Tiger had a different mission. It was designed to retain the essence of the Sunbeam Alpine, blending its comfort and drivability with the increased performance of a V8 engine. This made the Tiger a more approachable and versatile car for a wider audience. The Tiger carved out its own legacy as a compact yet powerful sports car that provided thrilling performance on a budget. To this day, it remains a favorite among a niche group of enthusiasts who appreciate its blend of British engineering and American muscle. And that concludes the story of the Sunbeam Tiger, a car that has etched its name into the annals of automotive history. From its humble beginnings as an upgraded Alpine to its final iteration as the Mark II, the Tiger proved that you didn't need a massive budget to enjoy V8-powered performance. Thank you for joining us on our Rare Cars documentary series. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and share it with other car enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe to the Rare Cars Revival YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more fascinating stories about the world's most interesting cars. Until next time, fellow car lovers, keep the passion alive and the engines roaring.